All right, so we are back today with another episode of Built Different, Women in Bodybuilding, brought to you by who? TAHT Fitness. My name is Coach TAHT, and today we are interviewing Madam Lavoe, okay, that is also known as Tracy to some, Tracy Miller, but Madam Lavoe is who we are talking to today because we are doing all things stage. We are talking about peak week, what it takes to get Madam Lavoe in that mindset and getting ready for the stage. Introduction of her. This lady is an IFBB Figure Pro. Latest accomplishment, this lady came in 5th place in Masters Olympia in Tokyo this year in 2026. So Tracy, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Just overall, who is Madam Lavoe?
Well, Madam Lavoe is definitely my stage name. Lavoe is actually my middle name.
Okay.
And I chose something that would take me away from being who I am. Because a lot of times I'm in the background type of person. I don't really like a lot of spotlight. So I chose, I'm like, I got to turn into like Beyonce, Sasha Fierce. I think that's her alter ego.
Yep.
So that's how I kind of came up with Madam Lavoe. But I've been bodybuilding now for 5 years. And it's been fun so far.
It's been fun?
Yeah, I can really say it's been fun.
It's been fun. I can imagine thinking about probably where you started from, and just getting into this point. So let's talk about that. What got you into bodybuilding? What was it all about for you?
I was actually at a gym. I was a lifestyle client and just saw the other bodybuilders around, how they were transforming and transitioning. When you look up, they were big, then the next minute, it's like, damn, how did they get little and the muscles? And I just wanted to just do one show. That was my goal. I'm like, I want to do one show. And my coach at the time, she was like, okay, let's do it. And I was supposed to be bikini because I was small.
Yeah.
But then as my abs were growing, you can't have blocky abs as a bikini competitor.
Okay.
So that's when they told me figure would probably be my best option, which crushed my heart because I was, again, looking at the other girls who were figure and I just thought they were so big. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't want to be like that. But I was looking at them in their off season as well. I wasn't seeing the finished product. And so with some tug of war a little bit, I kind of got persuaded into doing it. And I love it here.
Yeah, too. In bodybuilding, a lot of people don't understand that there's different specifications for each category, or even that there are different categories in bodybuilding. So you were saying that you started out thinking that you were bikini.
Yeah.
Explain the figure physique versus the bikini physique.
So with figure, we're based off of everything symmetric, size, shape. So basically head to toe, I would say. Everything symmetry, about symmetry. Symmetry. So we're like the hourglass or the X factor. Okay. So with bikini, you're not so much with your shoulders.
Okay.
They focus a lot more on a little quad, but mostly glute work. With figure, is everything. We train everything.
Yeah, because those poses definitely show everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, speaking about that too, when you're getting prepared for the stage, we're talking about today peaking with precision.
Okay.
Right? So, peak week, what does that look like for you in terms of what you're looking for in your body transformation during that time? Like what are you specifically looking for? Because to me, I look at you right now and I'm like, she ready to go to stage, right now,
Right.
And we've also had a conversation before where you told me, hey, I stay in prep year round. I don't ever come out of prep.
Right.
So when it comes to your prep versus peak week, which is the week before you go on stage.
Absolutely.
What exactly is it that you're looking for in yourself?
Well, mostly for me, I'm I just follow the guidance of my coach.
Yes.
So it's not what I'm looking for, it's what he's looking for.
Okay.
But also me staying and sticking to everything I'm supposed to do. I'm keeping my legs up. I'm resting. I'm keeping my stress level down. Because a lot of those things you hold water. Or you can reverse yourself out of. You look good, you know, but you can stress yourself out of that. You know what I mean? You can hold water. You can go crazy mentally. But again, I really mostly, I depend on my coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever he says.
Yeah.
We ready? We chose this show. He thinks I'm ready. I'm ready. You know what I mean? So I don't really give too much thought into
just
anything.
doing it. So even as a pro, you still look for the guidance of your coach.
Absolutely.
Through every step of the process, right?
Absolutely.
Your coach is your main factor. So that's why it's important too to make sure that you trust the person.
Absolutely.
That you have.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Tasha could be doing something for her peak week, but he didn't tell me this, and now I'm over here like, well, why she get to da-da-da-da? Tasha ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tasha doing something completely different for her body.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of times people kind of stray off of that. Everybody's different.
Right.
You know what I mean? You might be able to have a refeed.
Yeah.
My body says I can't. You know what I mean? So I can't, again, just focusing on what my coach says that my body needs. So
good deal.
vice versa.
So a lot of times with coaching, you just talked about, even as a pro, you trust your coach, right? A lot of times, I think even just like in the amateur athletes, they have a hard time understanding that concept that just listen to that man. You know, you have a lot of other people that may try to influence what you're doing, give suggestions, advice, but your coach is your coach for a reason.
Absolutely.
You gotta trust the person that you're working with. So what's your point on that? What's your standpoint on that as far as somebody that's coming up in the bodybuilding world and they're still got people in their ears and things like that? What would you say to that person?
Well, I relate, or I'll say I compare it to going to the doctor. And me working in the healthcare and seeing patients that come in, and this is your time to be vulnerable, to be honest, because that's the only way that they're going to be able to help you.
Okay.
And I'm just throwing this out, just hypothetically. You do any extracurricular things outside, in the outside world, tell your doctor. So with your coach, same thing. Talk to him. That's your doctor. He's here to help you. You pay him to help you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he works for you. So why would you be lying to somebody that you actually pay to help you?
Right.
So again, we all had it. You have a sweet tooth or a craving. I talk to my coach, hey, oh my God, I don't know why right now, I'm just craving a piece of cake, I don't know. And he'll say, hey, go have a piece of cake. He'll let me know if I can have a piece of cake. Just have a piece, get it out the way, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Versus me going to have it, sneaking it. He knows what my body's supposed to look like and where we're gearing towards. And I'm telling him, oh, I'm following plan. So if I'm telling him I'm following plan, but I'm over here doing what I'm supposed to do, now he's thinking he's done something wrong. So, you know what I mean? So now he's going to retweak his plan, but I'm over here not being honest.
Right.
Or why I'm holding water, or why my weight is stagnant.
Right.
Oh, I'm not getting enough sleep or rest, or I missed that cardio. You know what I mean? Just tell them, just talk to them. So that's starting from day one. I've always just been candid and transparent with my coaches.
Yeah. That's pretty cool that you said that, because you don't realize that too, that it works both ways. So if coach gave me a plan and I'm supposed to be following this plan, and I come in and I'm fluffy, it's like,
and
wait a minute.
And 9 times out of 10, it's not his first rodeo.
Right.
So he knows he knows exactly what works. So out of the 50 million that I've coached, so maybe now we need to go check labs. So if you're doing all the things we're supposed to do, now we might need, okay, how is your sleep? How is your stress? How is your personal life? Checking off all those X's, let's go get some labs. Because something might be going on with your thyroid, your pituitary gland, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All because you're not being honest.
Yeah.
So just be transparent.
Yeah.
That's what it is, you know?
And speaking of labs, what type of testing are we looking for to see what's going on with us?
Well, it's different ones, you know?
Oh,
It's
okay.
different factors, so that's a whole nother conversation. But mostly you're going to look at creatinine. You know, we're going to look at that. We're going to look at the thyroid, your pituitary, testosterone for females, just to see if it's high, low, because again, all that determines if you're holding weight or losing weight or skin breaking out, anything. You know what I'm saying? Your labs tell your whole story.
Okay.
You know,
All
if
right.
you need to lay off a little bit, like just take a break. We're gonna take a break from the stage for a year to get your labs back in order. Because girl, we keep this fat percentage low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not really healthy to be. It's unhealthy to walk around just being so super lean all the time. You know what I mean? We need the fat. We need the fat
We need
to
it.
survive. Yeah.
Right.
So,
During your peak week, how does your mood change? How do you feel during peak week? How do you feel?
it varies. I'm not just naturally a person who walks around with
An attitude?
at all. And I know when I need to be, okay, do what you need to do and get back in the house so it doesn't project, you know?
Oh, wow.
But it's not many of those. Like, I don't really have low days or, you know, we all get aggravated.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think when you're in your peak week, it's the lowest of everything. Your food is low, your energy is low, everything. You just moving.
Yeah.
And don't even know, you just going because you know you need to go get your hair done. I need this massage or whatever it is. You just going. You don't have the energy, but you still going. So I think, again, me just knowing this is what I signed up for. It's not something somebody's making me do,
Yeah.
right? And it ain't paying, no shade, but it's not paying my bills at the end of the day. This is something I'm voluntarily doing.
Yeah.
So why would I be walking around with an attitude?
Why? Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me. But to each his own. I don't take away from the people that do that. I just don't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
That type of logic makes sense. Like, I'm doing this.
I chose to do this.
Yeah. At that time, it does become a lot more, I don't want to say stressful, but even more intentional, even more focused, right? And so it can affect your relationships around you.
Yeah.
But you got to put yourself in the mindset of, hey, I'm doing this for me. Nobody's forcing me to do this. A lot of times, too, when I'm working out, I want to throw my coach the finger a little bit. But
Absolutely.
But I'm just like, you know what? Nope, it's not him, it's me, you know? So I totally understand what you're saying with that, too. We were talking a little bit about peak week, but building up to peak week is prep.
Absolutely.
Right? And you and I have had a conversation before where I said, so what you said, girl, I stay in prep all the time, right? So what keeps you grounded with that? Like, how do you just stay on track and just stay focused on what you're supposed to be doing or, you know, the things that you feel are going to benefit you?
So my motto is, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Period.
Right? So if I can do a lot of the groundwork ahead of time so that when we are actually, prep. So let me we touch on what we talked about. When I say I stay in prep, I feel like bodybuilding, this is a lifestyle. So our eating shouldn't differ at all. It should mimic our lifestyle, just in general, right? So again, when I say I stay in prep, I eat the same foods, you know, all the time. So it may be different quantities, of course, if we in a bulking stage or coming down. But for the most part, that's what I mean when I say I stay in prep. I know how to shut things out, though. I've mastered that, you know, and I feel like bodybuilding helped me do that, though.
Yeah.
Because I was such a person that could be pulled. You pulling me, this person pulling me, this person pulling me, this. And I looked up And I'm like, damn, I haven't done anything. I don't even have time to dream.
myself,
You know what I mean? I never
yeah.
really know what I wanted to do or, damn, what are you dreaming about, Tracy? You know, you're so busy helping and tending to everybody else. So bodybuilding as a whole taught me to be selfish, you know?
Yeah.
So those 18 weeks or however long you in prep, that's my time. You know, I'm still available for people, but they've all respect enough now. I've been doing this long enough because it was a little
Yeah.
in the beginning, you know what I
yeah.
mean? You can have a little piece, you can have a taste, you can go out. No, I can't. So I pretty much had to show people how to treat me. You know what I mean? And that was just showing up for myself.
Yeah.
And that's how people respect you, right?
Yeah.
So I pretty much just shut out everything. You know, I know I can't go out for drinks. I know I can't eat out. So I don't do it. You know what I mean? I just stick to my plan.
Yeah.
It's boring.
It's boring.
It's the same thing, but I know it. You know what I'm saying? I know I got to get up, do fasted cardio, eat, let it simmer, then go train.
Yeah.
Then do my girl, he is not doing wheelies.
What was that? Y'all, so somebody was outside hitting wheelies at the four-way intersection. So we're back.
Crazy.
But yeah, we were talking about you just staying grounded during your prep phase.
Yeah.
And one more thing I wanted to ask too, because you did mention it about people wanting to go out and all kind of things like that. So how do you go out? Like,
I do. I will do something if it's one of those things that I shouldn't miss it. You know what I mean? But just us going out because we bored or something, no, I don't do those. You know what I mean? I find things to do that I can get my steps in. Like, let's go walk the belt line.
Yes.
Let's go do something that's active, that's not tempting, you know? Because in the beginning, when you go into strictly nothing, you know, you have to build yourself up to that, right? So you don't really want to be around. I don't have those things in my refrigerator that I can't eat, that's not in my cabinets. It's nothing that's tempting me to do it. I know when I'm locked in, now I can, probably in the middle of it. So if it's an 18-week prep, by probably week 9 or so, it's no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not even it just depends. It's not even halfway. I can be around it and not want to partake. But truly not really wanting to be tempted, yeah, probably halfway. And I can be around it, sit there, hey, waiter, can I get some cucumbers and da-da-da, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say too. You know, going out and eating off of a menu it just needs to be planned.
Absolutely.
You know, so I tell people, even if not in prep, just in regular life, right? If you know that you are trying to stick to a certain goal for yourself, or get in a certain type of nutrition, then I advise, look at the menu before you go and make your selections. You agree with that, right?
Agree.
And make your selections so you're not sitting there going through the menu and your eyes are getting big. You just already know. I ain't even got to look at it. I'm having that,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
So that's a good way to stay grounded as well, right?
Or going out and you may have your meal before you go. Like if it's just an environment, you know, you're not full. I mean, you're not hungry.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we're hungry, so we eat whatever's available in front of us, right?
Yeah.
So if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So if you constantly, you walk around with your food, you have your water, you know, just stay prepared.
Yeah.
You know, so you aren't tempted but it's gonna be days. We are not exempt at all from having to eat off plan.
Right.
But if you necessarily have to, then find something that's remotely similar to what you can eat that's on your plan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
If it happens. But yeah, like you said, just be prepared. Look at the menu. If you know you're going to go in there and you're going to eat something, look at the menu. Tell them no butter.
Yeah.
Get it grilled or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Make good choices.
Make good choices. Make good choices. Make good choices.
So bringing it back to the stage, before you get ready to take the stage, before the lights get ready to hit Madame Lavoe, what is going through your mind? from backstage to on stage to coming back off the stage? What's happening with you?
Oh, my mind is probably, depending on who's in the audience, 9 times out of 10, it's my sister for sure.
Aww.
You know, so I'm like, I wonder where she's sitting at. Look, because that's who I'm going to be looking for.
Looking for.
You know, if it's a group of them, I'm going to hear them. That's, okay, that's one.
Yeah.
Where they at? 2, let me see how the girl's turning. Is the floor slippery? Okay, because I've been on the stage and it was slippery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, Lord, okay. And just making sure everything's right, you know?
Because you look so perfect on stage.
Oh,
you
thank
do.
you.
It's just flawless. You move through everything flawless. And I guess, too.
That's my nerves, though.
That's your nerves
That's how
that make you flawless?
Everybody says, oh, you look so confident on stage, but that's my nerves, you know, to be honest.
That's all right then.
Yeah, that's my nerves.
That's all right. But then that's what makes you a great posing coach as well. Is that the same thing you tell your clients? Just let your anxiety make you better?
It can. And also just, if you could just master that, this is fun. You know, it's nothing serious about this, that you have put in, some people, a year or more to get to the stage.
Yeah.
Only for 5 minutes up there. So let that 5 minutes shine.
Shine.
This is your time. This is all you get. This is what you worked for, right?
Yeah.
So make it your best, you know?
Yeah.
Just have fun. And if people can remember that, it's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a win just getting on stage. I'm not focused on what my placing is. Of course, we want to win, but that's not what I'm focused on. And some people will look at this and be like, what you mean? But it's not. I'm really going up there to have fun and beat my last self.
And beat your last self,
I study my footage all the time.
Yeah.
Even now, I constantly look at my old videos to see where I messed up, and I won't make that mistake again. Yeah. I'm going to make another one, but it ain't going to be the same one. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So it's constantly a me versus me situation. It's constantly, am I doing, did I bring my best package, meaning not my best package to beat the next person, but my best package to beat who I was before or what I was before, right?
Yeah.
So is that mainly what bodybuilding is about?
Yeah. Well, bodybuilding is just chasing perfection. We're never going to be perfect.
Oh, but we're
judged up there off of perfection.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what we chasing. And so you chasing your perfection.
Yeah. I said too, for me coming into bodybuilding, once I got into it, I said, you know what? I just want to see the way that God made me, the way that God intended me to be, with every muscle showing, without having all this excess body fat, and things like that. I just want to see. I just want to be in the image that God made me in, right?
Absolutely.
You know, and it's not. I won't ever be in a perfect image,
right? But
you know, I'll have fun chasing that, right?
Absolutely, all the time, because it's always something to work on.
It's always
going to be a flaw.
Yeah.
And you see the flaw where nobody else see the flaw. What you mean, girl? No. But you see it, right?
Yeah.
So we always chase. It's going to always be a flaw, and be okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're imperfectly perfect.
Right.
You know?
And that's another thing, too. Do you find yourself critiquing yourself a lot? Because I know that certain points during prep where people go, I don't look right. Or people say, I probably should just stop doing this now because I'm not getting the results that I thought that I was going to get. But then there's knowledge in knowing that your muscles can pop out at the day of the show.
Absolutely.
Right?
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. So that's...
So I'm just going to piggyback again to your coach. Because you got to understand, this is a person that you hired that actually sees the finished canvas, point blank period. He already sees where you can go. And if you knew where you could go, you wouldn't need him.
Yeah.
So I would say stay out your head.
Yeah.
You leave the worrying and all that stuff for the people, the professionals at the end of the day, the people who do this, you know. Your only job is just to follow and execute the plan.
Yeah.
And if you do that, it is what it is. You know, you showed up as your best. You followed plan. And it just may be some things that he may tweak or she may tweak or whatever. Again, it's trial and error with all of us. Because what works for Tasha may not work for me.
Right.
Okay, let's pull this, so let's add more. It's just catered to your body. So you trust that person who you have coaching you and giving you the direction.
It always comes back to trusting your coach.
They actually
trust your coach.
Yeah, they have big hats and big shoes to fill. So they actually stress probably, I would say should, but they probably stress way more than we could ever think about. Because again, this is their names and their credentials as well up on that stage. And no coach gonna have you going up there looking crazy. Just like you know, with you personal training, you don't want nobody keep saying, oh, this Tasha shouting you out as your coach, and you over here still looking like you a cheeseburger.
I'm like,
you're like, girl, do not, no.
I'm telling you.
I'm not reposting that in my story. No, man.
He said, I'm not reposting that. I'm not. Don't tell nobody
because
that.
Again, that's your product of your work. Right? So the same as a coach. They're not going to have you up there looking crazy. Because the first thing is not going to be at all them asking about the athletes. The judges are going to say, who's your coach? Who's your coach?
Your coach
Or
did
people
that.
go in your inbox, who's your coach? It's not you, because they going to look at you and you follow plan. Who's your coach? He didn't tell her. Like, da-da-da-da. So,
Or even when you're great, it's like, who's your coach? I
exactly.
want to work with
Go
him.
both ways. When you great or when you suck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah.
That's all right. So, last thing, I just want to ask you, you know, as a Black woman in bodybuilding, is there anything there that you feel that the industry in and of itself is lacking when it comes to Black women in bodybuilding, or anything that we can improve, that they can improve on for us, or anything like that?
I haven't experienced anything just yet. You know, I've been 5 years, and even though I did Olympia, I'm still relatively new into the industry. But I would say amongst Black women, I think we could have a lot more camaraderie.
Oh, wow.
Just in general.
Yeah.
You know, lift each other up. Yeah, we are competitive when we hit the stage, but outside of that, like, it's okay to be checking on somebody who's that you admire. You know what I mean? Instead of hating or whatever. I just think it could be a lot more camaraderie. Yeah.
So you've experienced that where
I've kind of seen it. I've just seen it. You know what I mean? Again, not so much experience it. As a whole, yes, I've been around it. You know, I choose to kind of stay away from that type of energy. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's no need to nitpick or. I mean, we are in a sport where we are critical of one another, but that's really not our place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the judges.
Because again, it's not me versus you, girl.
Right. Absolutely.
It's me versus me.
And you versus you.
And when I uplift you, that's helping to make you to be a better person, or helping to push you through to the next level as well.
Absolutely.
So I only want to pour into you.
Yeah,
Then you want to pour back into me.
I've gotten several pictures of when I didn't place number one or whatever, but I'm hugging her. Yeah. I'm happy. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You did your thing. Next time, I'm going to be back. Yeah. I'm going to be ready. You know what I mean? But I'm happy for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's your time. Yeah. Everybody has a time.
Everybody
has a time.
Yeah.
And just know your time coming.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So bodybuilding, women in bodybuilding, let's support each other. Absolutely. Let's uplift each other. Because at the end of the day, it's not me and you versus each other. I'm versing myself. You're versing yourself. That's what that's all about.
Absolutely.
Precision during peak week, getting it all together. This lady right here, IFBB Figure Pro, Madam Lavoe. That's another thing. Y'all make sure you get yourselves an alter ego. So when
it worked for me.
So when you hit the stage, you can be somebody else. I need to figure out what mine is, because best believe next show, I'm going to bring her with me. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So this has been another episode of Built Different. Women in Bodybuilding with TAHT Fitness. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Thank you, Coach.
Awesome. Thank you.
Glad to have you here today, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. See you then.